I actually have a headache today. I don't know if there are other people out there, you can raise your hand, but yeah, it's not fun. So hopefully we can offer you some positive association with your body and with your mind, even when you're in discomfort, right? So I encourage you to find a lovely little spot to sit or to lay down. Actually, laying down might be more comfortable for you because we are not going to be moving today. I encourage you to grab any blankets or pillows just to like really make this a wonderful, juicy kind of relaxation for yourself. If you need a little heating pad or something like that, or a blanket or a little eye pillow, go ahead and grab those things. So I'm going to wait for a moment while you grab all those things, set yourself up. And for the rest of the people who have already found their spot while we're waiting, I'm going to encourage you to just to start to close your eyes and start to find your breath. You might be still finding the last odds and ends, getting your foot kind of settled here and there, your arm and shoulder settled there, getting the last little scratch and itch. Now go ahead and just really start to settle into your breath without judgment. Just feel the breath residing in your body. Let the breath breathe inside you without any judgment. Just feel your body where it is, whether you're laying down or sitting up. Feel the areas of contact right in this moment. Like, where are the feet touching the ground? Where do you feel your legs, your back, your arms, your head? And notice your breath gently entering and leaving the body. So as you're settling into this body scan, I want you to notice that our purpose is not to completely relax the body. The goal is really about checking in with your body in a non-judgmental way. We simply feel what there is to feel without adding any layers to it. We're just exploring the body, checking in. You might notice that there will be areas of the body that you might not be able to feel that well. And that's normal and that's okay. Just check in with those areas as if you could feel something there. So try and establish a deeper connection with those areas. Let's start with the feet. Feel into both of the feet right now. Feel the areas where your feet are touching the ground. Maybe you feel your individual toes, but maybe you can't, and that's okay. Do you notice if there's any temperature change or tingling sensation, or any aches or pains or fatigue? Just take note. No need to feel like you need to change or reposition. Just assess. Then move that attention into your ankles. and your lower legs. And stay right below the knee. Again, what can you feel in the lower leg and ankles? Stay with that and explore it. Notice contact. Notice the clothing you're wearing. Notice if there's any tightness in the calf. Look at the body as if you're trying to learn from it. And if you notice that your attention is suddenly somewhere else, don't worry, that's totally normal. Just gently and without judgment, bring it back to the exercise and return it back to your legs. The mind is designed to wander, but it's okay to bring it back to focus. Sometimes it helps to kind of feel like you're breathing into those body parts. You're breathing into those feet and you're breathing into the lower legs, almost like filling a cup. Then let go of the lower legs. Just let it go. And bring the attention to the knees and the thighs. So notice what you start to feel here. Notice the fabric against your skin. Notice any pressure. Notice if one side feels heavier than the opposite side. Again, the goal is not to relax. It is simply a discovery ride. We're wanting to connect to our body in a very mindful way. And if it's helpful for you to use that breath, breathe into the thighs and into the knees. And if you don't feel anything at all, that's okay. Sometimes numbness can also count as a sensation. Now let go of the thighs and move the attention to the lower trunk, the pelvis and the belly, all the way up to the belly button. And this includes your low back. Noticing any sensations in this area. Can you feel that you are breathing into your belly? Can you feel your belly rise and fall? And it's okay if you can't. If you start to wander away with your mind, come back to the pelvis, back to the belly. Let go of that sensation and then start to move into the upper trunk, maybe a little bit higher into that stomach area. Maybe you feel your diaphragm, your ribs, your heart, and your lungs. Notice the sensation of the breath. With each inhalation, the ribs move, and with each exhalation, the ribs move. Feel your spine against the floor or the back of the chair. Maybe you feel connected to your spine, and maybe you don't. That is okay. You're simply taking note of what is happening in your body today. Maybe in your mind's eye, you can even trace going up vertebrae by vertebrae, making sure you don't skip any little spots. And on the back of your body, can you feel when you breathe in and breathe out, if your left or right side tends to breathe a little bit deeper? Is there almost a slight rotation that happens? Can you almost picture the air going into specific lobes of the lungs? Now letting that go, bring your awareness to your hands. You might notice how well you can feel your hands without actually even seeing them. Feel each individual finger. Feel how you positioned your hands in your lap or on the floor. And when you're ready, move the attention to the wrists and the forearms. Do you feel warmth? Do you feel any pressure? Do you feel tension? Does one side feel heavier than the other side? Again, we're not relaxing. We are really deeply exploring our body. Notice any sensations here. And if your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the hands, the wrists, and the forearms, and breathe into those body parts. Move your awareness now into the elbows and upper arms. Notice if they feel heavy, if one side feels lower than the other, without judgment, without raising concern, just feeling. Going across the back of the shoulders and into the neck. Really deeply feel the front of the neck, the sides, and the back of the neck. And really notice what you notice. Feel what kind of tension you have there. And maybe there's an emotion there too. See what kind of layers you can find. Then moving up into the head. Feel your jaw. What does that feel like? Can you feel your left versus your right jaw? Can you feel your whole face? including the cheeks, the nose, the mouth, around the eyes, the forehead and temples. And what does your face feel like to you? Without using the word pain, without using the word discomfort, try and just feel what you're feeling. Listening to the body and what it's telling you. Without judgment. I know that's very hard. And then extend that offering into the top and the crown of the head and the back of the head. If this is hard for you, maybe just try and breathe into that area. Sit with that for a moment. I know that may be hard. And then exhale and let that go. Open your awareness in your mind's eye to feel the entire body. Whether you're laying or sitting, I just want you to feel your whole body as a living organism, breathing, alive, here. And if you like, you can imagine breathing from the crown of your head all the way down into your toes, and then up and out again. And you can repeat that several times if that feels good for you. If your mind begins to wander, bring it back to the whole body. Noticing all of the sensations and allowing them just to be as they are in this moment. Keep breathing in and out, feeling the body as a whole. And when the mind starts to wander, bring it back to the body. Being in the moment helps the body to calm down and heal. We are our entire body. I'm going to slowly invite you to very consciously start moving your left hand only. And maybe express gratitude for your left hand and all that it can do. Now your right hand, gently moving it, feeling it in its entirety. Left foot, moving the toes, rolling the ankle. Right foot, moving the toes, rolling the ankle with mindfulness. Then slowly let your head drop from side to side to just very gently wake up the neck. And maybe you take a slightly deeper inhalation and roll your shoulders up and down and back. I want you to gently start to open your eyes and just start to feel yourself land in the space that you're in. And in our yoga classes at Barrow, when I walk them through a practice like this, I find that very helpful and encouraging to take just a couple of minutes to share what you felt. And sometimes people say, I couldn't feel my right knee at all, or I had a hard time connecting to my breath, or I had this experience. And I noticed that people really connected when they were able to share some of those sensations. So I want to hold some safe space for any of our participants tonight, if they wanted to share anything that they experienced during this body scan.
I felt relaxed. You did say there's no need to relax, and I was like, oh, I'm doing this wrong, but I enjoyed it. I'm blurry, but I enjoyed the relaxation, and it's that feeling of being energized and relaxed at the same time, which is the best.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's the goal of the body scans are not to relax, but it will happen. The real goal is to develop this really wonderful sense and profound sense of relaxation. Not relaxation, of connections rather, with your body. So a lot of my patients develop almost like a mistrust of their body because of how much pain they're in. And when they're able to look at their body in a different light and connect to it in a different way, they found it really helpful to be in their body in a very positive way. And that's a foreign concept for some of my patients sometimes. So I read, somebody enjoyed really breathing from head to toe and back. Yeah, that's a great one. Sometimes I'll even tell patients to give a color to it. So if you feel like blue is a very soothing color for you, or if you like red or whatever it is that gives you a certain quality that you're looking for, that's something you can almost mentally, visually drive through your body and use that as like a way to kind of wash any unwanted sensations out. Even though that's not really part of the body scan, but it is a wonderful tool to use if you're having an intense pain somewhere, is using that visualization to kind of flush the body and get flow again. Yeah. Each time you said bring your mind back, it was funny. This is wonders. I've had that exact same experience in my own practice. So that's why we do it. Yep. You're doing a great job, everybody. The mind is designed to wander. So don't feel bad. It's kind of like the brain gym. As you keep coming back, that's a repetition, right? That's a repetition to focus. And as we train our brain, we develop these higher pathways that really just are very healing for our whole body, mind, and spirit. I use the body scan for my dizziness. Yes, to connect to your body. That's wonderful. Fabulous. I enjoyed slowing down my mind and thanking my hands. Yes, our hands and our feet do so much for us. Trouble with your trunk. Trunk is hard. Sometimes we don't have a proper sense of our anatomy, and we lose sight of our body. So using a body scan, and you're welcome, this will be a recording, so you're welcome to go back and listen to it again and again, and just start to deepen that sense of connection to the areas that you might just not really feel. And you might uncover some wonderful things about your body that you might not have known before. So, oh, thank you so much. I love that you were at Barrow last weekend and that you enjoyed the session. You guys are all warriors and champions in my eyes. So I really enjoyed that you all came out to practice. So thank you so much.